You walk into a room and forget why you came. You meet someone new and lose their name before the conversation even ends. You have the information, you just can't reach it. That's not just frustrating. That's your brain telling you it needs a reset. And the good news? You can reprogram it, starting today. Here's something most people don't know. Your brain isn't stuck. It doesn't stop growing, stop adapting, or stop improving just because you hit a certain age. Scientists call this neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to rewire itself, and you have the power to trigger it. But first, you have to stop doing the things that are quietly sabotaging your memory every single day. Think about your average morning. You wake up tired, skip breakfast, scroll your phone, rush out the door, and try to hold 100 things in your head at once. That's not a routine. That's a recipe for a foggy, forgetful brain. So let's change it. The first thing you need to do is move your body every single day. When you exercise, even a 20-minute walk, your blood starts pumping harder. That blood carries oxygen and nutrients straight to your brain. Studies show that regular physical activity doesn't just keep your body healthy, it actually improves the way your memory works. Your brain sharpens, your focus sharpens, and the ideas start flowing in ways you didn't think were possible anymore. One person even reported coming up with 18 original ideas on a single morning run. That's not magic, that's biology working in your favor. Now let's talk about sleep. This one is non-negotiable. If you're running on 5 or 6 hours a night and wondering why you can't remember things, you have your answer right there. Your brain doesn't just rest during sleep, it processes, it organizes, it locks in everything you learned during the day. Without enough sleep, and most adults need between 7 and 9 hours, that process breaks down. Memories that should stick just don't. So protect your sleep like it's the most important meeting of your day, because for your brain, it is. Here's another thing that changes everything: what you eat. Your brain is an organ, and like every organ, it runs on fuel. Feed it junk, and it performs like junk. But load your diet with blueberries, salmon, broccoli, dark leafy greens, and even a little dark chocolate, and you're giving your brain the antioxidants and healthy fats it needs to stay sharp. These aren't just feel-good foods. They are brain foods, and the difference you feel in your focus and memory when you eat right is something you have to experience for yourself. But here's where most memory advice stops, and where yours needs to go further. The way you learn information matters just as much as what you're trying to learn. When you want to remember something, use more than one sense. Read it, say it out loud, write it down with a pen, not a keyboard, a pen, and connect it to something you already know. The more pathways your brain builds around a piece of information, the stronger that memory becomes. It's not cramming, it's building. Spacing matters too. If you really want to remember something, don't just review it once and move on. Come back to it after an hour, then a few hours later, then the next day. That spaced repetition is how your brain transfers information from short-term into long-term memory, and it works. Researchers have confirmed it again and again. Your brain needs time between exposures to truly encode what it's learned. And don't underestimate the power of organization. A cluttered space creates a cluttered mind. When your environment is chaotic, your attention is split, and your brain wastes energy trying to keep track of everything at once. Keep a dedicated place for your important items. Use lists, folders, calendars, not because you're forgetful, but because freeing your brain from tracking the mundane lets it focus on what actually matters. There's one more thing, and this might be the most important of all. What you believe about your memory shapes what your memory actually does. If you tell yourself you're bad at remembering names, you will forget names. But if you decide right now that your brain is capable of learning, growing, and getting sharper with the right habits, your brain is not the problem. Your habits are, and habits can change. Reprogram your sleep, reprogram your movement, reprogram the way you eat, learn, and think about yourself. Do that consistently, and you won't just remember better, you'll perform better, you'll think faster, focus longer, and show up to every part of your life with a mind that's actually working for you. The version of you with a sharp, powerful memory, that person is already inside you. You just have to build the habits that let them out.